Hello everyone. As a tropical person living in the West, I just want to mention for the record that the West is cold, especially this year. I know some people don't like to say it. Even back in the days when I was a child, when I remember watching Yellow Men performing in London. The Londoners didn't want to say it, but you have to say it. Say London cold. So America is cold. The West is cold, but we're living through it. But that aside, as a tropical person, as a Pan-Africanist, I wanted to highlight, we're coming to the end of Black History Month, the so-called Black History Month. Black History Month should be, 24 months a year. But I wanted to highlight the magnificent things folks are doing on the African continent. African diasporans are doing on the African continent. So that to focus on that, because oftentimes those stories are not being told. So I'm going to be sharing that as part of a series on my Facebook, and to showcase what other Africans or other Pan-Africanists are doing on the continent. And so I'll be doing that for the following days, till the end of the month thereabout. Another thing I want to start doing is that every weekend, I've not decided yet, on a Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to have a series called Sunday Sermons. And during that time, I'm going to talk about what is going on the African continent. I think it's high time that we focus on what is going on the African continent, how to build up the African continent, how to build back the African continent. By no means am I saying the African continent is perfect. We have challenges. We have humongous challenges, but I'm going to be focusing on that. And guess what? I am also, during the first inception of the program, I'm also going to be prophesying to the Africans, the African pastors, the spiritual leaders, the so-called ones that want to prophesy every time to those of us in the West, especially those of us in America, and tell us what God said. I'm going to be prophesying to those false prophets on the African continent and tell them what we think is going to be happening, not only in the United States, but what's going to be happening on the African continent. So I'm going to be prophesying. So get ready, folks. This Saturday or this Sunday, we're going to simulcast it on Facebook Live and on Zoom. I'm going to share that information. So coming soon, I'm going to have that presentation. It's going to be a series every weekend called Sunday Sermons, and it's going to focus on the Pan-African view about the African continent. And this weekend, I'm going to prophesy to the African pastors, the African ministers, the African imams. I'm going to be prophesying to them all this Sunday or this Saturday. Thank you guys for listening. Bye-bye.